turn 20 in a couple of days, and the only thing I'm able to think and muster up about me turning 20 is that you have some fucking growing up to do. I turned 20 in a couple of days, but I still feel 18/19-ish. I mean, technically I am 19, but I'm not gonna mature anymore in these last couple of days while I'm still 19. I only have a few more days left to be a teenager. I say last couple of days as if I'm ending something or something super groundbreaking is about to happen once I turn 20, but technically something is ending, and that is my teenage years. And honestly, that kind of scares me a little bit. I want to be 19 forever. Yeah, sorry to admit it. I'm able to admit. I want to be a teenager forever. I don't find anything too exciting. I mean, there's some good things with adulthood, but it seems like more stress than anything. I still feel like a girl. I don't even like referring to myself as a woman, because to me, a woman has her shit together. I still cry over minor inconveniences. Sometimes I feel like the world revolves around me. I'm so indecisive, super childish at times, and non-confrontational at all. You know, all that little girl shit. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm supposed to have outgrown all this shit once I hit my woman years, which is 20, right? I mean, obviously, I don't expect to be perfect, but I want to have all my shit together. I guess the teen at the end of every age was supposed to help make up for my feelings of inadequacy, but I won't have that anymore once I turn 20. I'll be 20, and I should have known better. I'm sure a couple of years from now, I'll look back at myself and be like, wow, you are the most dramatic person ever, and you act as if 20 is super old or something. And to be fair, I had this same exact epiphany realization when I turned 18. I was all like, oh my gosh, you're 18, no longer a minor, you're grown, you're an adult, you're legal, you have to get your shit together now. And what's crazy is I don't feel any different as I did at 18. I still feel like the same 18-year-old girl. For me, 18 was the year of realizing things. I realized that this country is trash. I mean, I've always known that, you know, the country was built on bullshit, you know, slaves, taking land from Native Americans, all that shit. There's not too much great about this country, but I still was always like, okay, America, you know, we have freedom of speech, the Second Amendment, we stuff like that. But now I'm like, yo, this country is shit. Look at who we voted in to be our president. Like, what the fuck? I feel like the same girl at 18, just a little bit sadder, you know? I guess my third eye opened up and I'm starting to see things for what they really are. Half of these people really ain't shit. Everything is about money. We're just consumers, you know, all that. I'm going through all that. I'm realizing all of that now. But now I look at 18-year-olds and I'm like, wow, they're just a kid. And what kind of scares me is that I don't feel too different from those kids. Like, I still hang out with some 18-year-olds and I don't think I'm any more mature than they are. I feel like them. I feel like the same person, just maybe a little sadder. But maybe I'm not supposed to feel much different anyways. It was only 2 years ago that I turned 18. And maybe my paranoia is just a product of me being in my head way too much. But I feel like we can all agree that 20 is such an awkward age. Like, what am I supposed to do at this age? Do I start thinking about a family? Am I supposed to be building credit for a house? I probably am supposed to be building credit for a house. But no one taught me about credit. 25-ish is the age where people start to get married, right? 25-ish is like when people start getting engaged and stuff. That's 5 years from now. I've never had a boyfriend. I can't imagine being someone's fiance. I mean, obviously it's not set in stone that I have to be engaged by 25. It's just based off of society standards and stuff. But maybe that's my problem, is that I look too much at what other people are doing. But you see, I'm 20 now. I'm supposed to be over that shit, right? But I'm not. I read somewhere that nervousness and excitedness have no physiological difference. So there's a way to trick yourself into being excited about things that you're nervous about. So maybe I should be more excited about turning 20. You know, in a year from now, I'll be able to buy drinks. 21 is like a pretty hot age for a girl. I don't know why, but I feel like 21, even 20 is a little bit sexy. I should have faith in myself. That's like the number one thing I kept on learning this past year, is have faith in yourself. A couple of weeks ago, I had my math exam and I was like, you know what? I felt so defeated because the whole time I did not understand what the hell was going on in that class. So I was like, you know what? I'm not even, fuck this exam. Like, I'm not even gonna take this exam. It's just gonna be a waste of time and I'm gonna fail and blah, blah, blah. But then very, very last minute, like an hour before the gate to take the test test was about to close, I was like, "Ugh, what do you get out of like trying, just at least trying? And like if you get like a 30 on it, it's better than a 0, right?" So I took the exam and surprisingly I got like an 83 on it. I was taking the test and I was like, you know, this is not that hard. I had my study guide on me too. It was an open book test, but I was doing it. And I was like, why did you like not have faith in yourself? Like I literally was about to cry. I was like, you have no faith in yourself, low confidence. And it's crazy because everyone around me has such high confidence in me. They think that I'm able to do so much, but it's like, why can't I see it in myself? Growing up my whole life, people have always like referred to me as like a smart person. Like they come to me with answers and shit like that. And I would always be like, I'm not really that smart. I don't know why people see me as smart. But now I'm looking back and I'm like, maybe they were right. Maybe I do have some insight. How was I able to get an 83 on an exam that I didn't cheat on? The whole semester I felt like I didn't know what I was doing in that class, but somehow I was able to get an 83 on the exam. If I really just sat through and like tried to understand it. I was looking at my study guide and my notes and stuff, and I was like, man, if you just put enough dedication into what you do, you can excel. And that's something I had to learn this year. And I have a feeling I'm gonna learn a lot of things like that in my 20s. So I guess I'm excited for that. I've always been excited to see the type of person I'm gonna be in the future. My parents did a good job at raising me and I'm pretty open-minded. So I kind of can't wait to see who I'll be a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. Yeah, that worked. Anyways, thanks for watching this weird video. It was not cohesive at all, probably made no sense, but whatever. Thanks for watching.